Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss the new Riff, or the fact that new Riff has an 8-year bourbon out and how it has been defined as craft will start to evolve. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Tim Swyatt, Kathy Cool, Katie Joyce, and Wes Harden.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
What's happening?
Hell, yeah, that was a little bit weird read, but yeah.
You fucking wrote it, right? I didn't read it. You wrote it weird.
You didn't read it right, though.
You fucking read it. You wrote it weird.
No, you read it wrong. But
I read it wrong. Read it again.
I'm not.
Bring it back in.
Is this y'all's first domestic?
No, it's not. And I don't want this to be a fight either. I just want to say, for the audience might be confused, how it's going to change, what has been defined as craft. Because I think, an 8-year-old whiskey all of a sudden, and I think this is going to start to happen, and it's already happened. This isn't the first 8-year-old that's been out there, but we're starting to get to the point now where our craft industry is starting to mature to the point where we're going to see regular 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old releases, and it starts to redefine what is craft anymore. I mean, it's before it was always, of course, craft. It's young stuff. It's 2 or 3 years old. Well, I think we're getting to the point now where what we call craft might be 8 or 9 years old. So, but it's kind of fun. So we'll talk about that. Not a criticism of Beka at all. There, I just want to clarify, make sure everybody understands.
See how we say that, Beka? See how
I'm not criticizing her. It's just that if she knew how to fucking read, maybe it would have made sense. That's how I took it, but
that's what I heard.
I'm a little defensive today.
You're taking it wrong. It didn't do anything wrong. All right. But guess what? Kathy said she wanted something to talk about. And by the way, she had a terrible question last time, but she said this one's going to be good. So, let's see.
This one is good. So there's a company out there called Follow, and it's FAHLO, and you can buy a bracelet and they will track an animal that is endangered.
Oh God.
And you can choose from
to kill it. Oh,
to kill it. Yeah, I'm trying to kill it.
I don't know. It's endangered. Yay or nay? It's like a gladiator thing. We got him trapped.
Give me those flesh-eating beetles.
Life or death. Sorry.
Right, Kathy, what's your question about
this? It's okay. So I'm going to list the animals that you can support from extinction and track. Okay. Sea turtle.
Oh, I like sea turtles.
Sloth. Elephant.
I like them a lot.
Polar bear.
Yeah, they're good.
Shark.
Yeah, very cool.
Penguin.
It's cute.
Lion.
Oh, yeah, I like the lion.
Giraffe. Dolphin. Gorilla.
This seems very broad.
What was the last one?
Gorilla.
Oh, yeah.
It's not specific.
Yeah, so every gorilla is endangered?
Every gorilla, yeah.
And every single giraffe is?
Yes.
Yeah.
every elephant is endangered
Yes.
too? All those animals are actually all completely endangered?
They're on the endangered
Yes.
list. Yeah.
Every penguin? Every single
Penguins are like
penguin. There's no way that penguin is.
Yeah, when they show those shots of penguin, it's thousands of them standing there.
Yeah, like a nature show, there's like 600 diving into the water.
Is it because of global warming? Maybe it's global warming.
Oh, God, David Attenborough again.
It's David Attenborough, guys.
I'm just asking you to pick one.
Asking you.
I'm asking you.
She turned it into a 4-syllable.
So are we picking one to support or picking one to say we're okay if it goes away forever?
No, you have to buy the bracelet because you get to track one of those animals with your bracelet.
What do you mean? Does the bracelet like say like where it's at? Like your bracelet lights up and it's like
one
it's
animal
log
or
on
every one
and
of
say,
one type?
does it light up if your animal dies?
Yeah, if Beka and I both support the sea turtle, for instance, is our bracelets exactly the same, or do we get one individual sea turtle?
You get
separate.
individual sea turtles.
Okay,
what happens when it dies? I just
this
like,
was
cry?
a good small talk.
How many bracelets are available?
We're just wondering. We got questions. Fallow.
So, well, you know who's killing all these goddamn animals? These people are putting the trackers on them. That's what's killing. Is not all
They're catching them and
trackers on them.
Drone attacks.
Some
I gotta
necklace
sell
on
these
them.
bracelets, fuckers. I gotta put this around your neck so we can track you.
They're shooting them with the fucking tracking gun.
Yeah, drone attacks.
I got that one in the brain accidentally.
On their bracelet.
Yeah. So Kathy can wear the bracelets.
I didn't look at it. Does the bracelet like say like my sea turtle is in the Atlantic Ocean?
No, it doesn't.
You get a bracelet and then you get a sea turtle to track online. And then you can track your sea turtle online to see where he's going, what he's up to.
Okay.
In reality, it's a kid behind a computer with just doing some computer shit. It's actually not tracking an actual animal. It's probably just taking your money.
Yeah. I at first thought that she meant that like on the bracelet it like said like my animal is in it's in South America.
George the penguin, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just found out about this from my little niece. So we were at a family event of funeral recently, and she was telling me all about this bracelet and that how it slipped off her wrist on the playground, and some other kid picked it up and put it on, and she's like grilling this kid in the corner about it. Is that bracelet? Where'd you find that? Well, I found that on the playground. Oh, does it track a dolphin? There's
not
a dolphin.
anymore.
What's the dolphin's name? Where's it at right now? Do you know? She was like all into this stuff. Like just grilling this kid. It reminded me of like that scene in Guardians of the Galaxy where Star-Lord sees the guy, he's coming out of jail and sees the guy with his headphones. He goes over and beats the shit out of him.
Yep.
He gets his headphones back.
Yeah.
It was exactly that scene that I had in my head.
Oh, yeah.
I just found out about this on Thursday that this thing was around. It's a partnership with all these various different societies and this, that, and the other. It belongs in a zoo. It's a bracelet with beads. You can pick your beads, and they have a charm that's the animal, and you can log in and see where it's at, apparently. But I agree with Wes. It's some kid who's just on there, attaching it to a dog, and it's running around.
Yeah.
Fuck you all.
On that note, it's time to drink.
For the record, I would choose a shark.
I don't even care.
Thank you, Wes. Appreciate it.
I would choose the penguin.
I don't care.
I'm going with the penguin.
I'm disappointed in Katie. The rest of us, she writes it off. But Katie,
she expected it.
The Katie one hurts. Yeah. Well,
Katie.
She was a lion.
Yeah.
Lion would have been nice.
We're popping bottles. Come on.
That's a lion snack.
It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Kathy.
Kathy needs to drink the most.
Kathy, yeah.
I want to put a bracelet on Kathy to see where she's at all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that would be good.
Model right there.
Now that is a business model. I want to see where my favorite people are at all the time.
That's right.
Put a bracelet on them.
Shit.
Why is their heart rate?
Write that down. Text it to me. Let's work that out.
Okay, let's work that
I'm
out.
going to open a new Riff. It's their malted rye whiskey.
Okay.
I took this to a bottle share, so it's not a fresh pop.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Not bad. I've got a new Riff as well. I got the single malt. New Riff single malt. So also a newer product for them. I think I have the lead. I didn't have the squeaks, Kathy did. The cork pop was about the same, but I get the lead for no fouls. All right. Let's go with I. You know what? I think I might have one of these bracelets you're talking about on. Because I got it. There was paperwork with it, but I didn't pay it.
Oh my God, he has.
You have one on.
I think I have one. My dad was big into gorillas, and I saw the bracelet. I thought, you know what? That's cool. That reminded me of my dad, so I bought it. I didn't pay any attention to the tracking and stuff, but as you explain it, it sounds like
I'm going to continue this podcast in. What do they call it? Witness?
I think I got that bracelet on. So
the witness
the gorilla bracelet on.
I'm the angry witness.
I got the very bracelet you're talking about. I just didn't pay any attention to you could track it. I just bought it because, like I said, my dad at the zoo, he always
hostile witness. Is that where you're going to be, Kathy?
Yeah.
Hostile witness. I'm continuing this podcast as a hostile witness.
Yeah, I have.
Normally, the witness doesn't declare they're hostile, but you know what? I'll allow it.
Right. Okay. I'm going to let Katie go next because she looks like it's themed as well. So what do you got?
New Riff malted rye, same as Kathy. Also opened as well before, so we'll see how this goes. Balance the microphone.
10 minutes of setup here. Okay, go ahead.
No.
Yeah. Take your time.
Thanks.
Oh! No, I heard nothing. I heard Wes talking. I
think Wes sneezed over it.
Wes, you're next. I've got the lead. I have the lead right now.
To continue,
Let's do another sample.
Yeah, to continue the theme, New Riff slogan is a new riff on an old tradition. I have an old tradition. I've got a dusty Rittenhouse rye. Ooh. It is a screw top, no pop.
Screw top, okay. All right. Well, let Beka go next.
I also have New Riff malted rye.
Is that one mine? Is that one mine?
No,
I
have never fucking had one from you, Steve. Every time, Steve's like, "I'm sure that Beka stole it."
The Caplins picked it up for me at New Riff, delivered it to the needle. So I go to pick it up next time.
No,
like, we put away all of our whiskey. We put away all of your whiskey.
No. This came from. This was a.
That's mine right there.
No, it was not. This was a present to Royce at Kyle Kelly's wedding.
From Steve, without
from me apparently.
From the Caplins.
From Kyle Kelly at his wedding in Louisville. I drank this in the hotel room there when we got it.
Yeah. Oh, sure. That's mine right there. She's drinking my whiskey, folks. Go ahead, Beka.
All right, fight me then.
Yeah. Pop the cork on my whiskey.
We'll fight. I'll.
I don't want any of that. You'd kill me.
Got all this smoke. And I got some flesh-eating beetles.
No, not enough. Not enough. I have a solid lead.
See, we wouldn't have wanted that bottle anyways.
And between victory and me stands Tim. I'm pretty scared here.
I am not on point with New Riff. I have our anti-New Riff friend of the program, Lenny Eckstein from Deerhammer. Right. This is the Vino Versa
Special
4.
No, believe it or not, I managed to pull out the victory. I pulled out the victory.
Automatic loser.
Try harder.
Cheers.
Congratulations, Steve.
Thank you. All right. What we'll do next, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about New Riff and their 8-year-old product. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
This is Kathy Cole. I am not KK Poppins, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're not only drinking New Riff, but we're talking about them.
Yes, we are. And I bought 2 out of the 6 bottles that are being enjoyed on today.
Yeah, lies. Lies.
Oh, New Riff has an 8-year-old bourbon out now, which is pretty cool. Kath, you said you did some research on this stuff. So let's hear. I didn't, I just know that's an 8-year-old bourbon. What do you got on it?
It sounds delicious, and the retail is $67.99.
A lot of
so
research.
The research was looking up the retail. Okay. All right.
I did more research, but you guys pissed me off earlier, so I'm not sharing it.
But we love you.
Everyone loves me.
$67.99.
See, I'm like a shitty ex-boyfriend, but I love you. I know I was horrible to you earlier, but I love you.
We're witnessing a domestic violence cycle.
$67.99.
$67.99. Okay.
65 corn, 30 rye, 5 malted barley, bottled at 100 proof.
Yep.
Normally, New Riff would list it as bottled in bond because all of their age-stated stuff is listed as bottled in bond, but they did not because it doesn't meet the stringent requirements of 1 distilling season. This is a blend of 2 distilling seasons.
Ooh. There you go. That's interesting. Interesting, as they say.
Good research, Tim.
All right.
I start
Yeah.
to get nervous around this age point. I've had a few where I think, especially with bourbons, it's not, older Scotch seems to be more reliable, but with bourbons, once you start to get older, unless it really is a good product that's benefiting from the longer age, I think some of them, they're just wanting to put that higher number out there.
It's pretty safe though, right? And a 53, 8 and a 53.
To me, that's a sweet
spot.
8 to 10 is a sweet spot for me.
I was about to say 8 to 10, maybe 11, you're stretching it.
Yeah, it's not too oaky yet. This is my opinion, obviously, but it's not too oaky yet. I like New Riff, but for a long period of time, it was, even though by year the distillery was getting older and they had older stock, they were still only releasing literally 4 year. And even the single barrels, like I've been on 2 picks for New Riff, and then I've had other different groups picks, and it's like it's good, but it was like there was nothing that really distinguished barrel from barrel to me. Like those were the 2 most difficult barrel picks I've ever been on to distinguish a given barrel versus another. It's like everybody, and even the group, like we had to do voting both times, like 3 or 4 times. To usually you can cut down if you get to look at 8 or 10 barrels, you can cut it down to 2 or 3 pretty quickly. It's pretty obvious which ones are unique or outstanding or different or whatever the case is. In their case, it was really hard. We went through this long iteration of voting and revoting. So I'm excited to see. I didn't have any of their 6-year stuff, so I don't know if it was drastically different. But I'm hoping that the 8-year maybe balanced out when we start getting some different character in it. But to me, 8 to 10 years is a sweet spot for me as far as age bourbon.
Especially on a Collins still product, right?
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. for sure. Probably needs some extra time, right? So the extra time's good. Yeah. Anybody see Secondary? I thought this is. I thought I saw something. Somebody said it's going for big money on Secondary, but I don't know. I don't. I'm not on those sites, or maybe I am on those sites. I don't know.
I think it's a couple $100 or something.
Couple hundred. Okay.
I saw another Secondary one that got posted, but it wasn't this one.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was. It was like $2,500.
$2,500.
But I don't. It wasn't this. It was. I don't remember what it was.
Something from.
So
New Riff
I just added something that needed to not even be on the show. Okay. I just said a bunch of bullshit. You have no. I'm talking about maybe Blanton's. Who knows?
Maybe it's Blanton's. Maybe it's Blanton's. Steinkamp.
I think it was a new Riff, like the square bottle that they.
Oh, what was the square bottle?
I don't remember.
I did see something about that.
Yeah, it's saying it was like $2,500 on a secondary market.
It was a super limited release, and I think it was. I think it was like a 7-year-old or something like that, 6 or 7-year-old.
Like a flat square bottle.
Yeah, I can't remember what that was called. It was like a super short barrel or something from the top of the rick house, and they made a special bottling. I think it was a single barrel, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so that's interesting. Yeah, you don't see anybody do something. That's actually kind of a cool concept to say. This one is so unique. It's totally different bottle, totally different, labeling, and it's just it's a one-off. It's a total one-off, and we can't. That's kind of cool. But, I can see where people lose it on there. All right, Tim, you finding it?
It was a new Riff, Range R, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's something.
It was only up for their. Is there
the Ranger Club?
Yeah, that's it. The Ranger Club.
It was a Ranger.
Yeah. Only available for those people.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Range R, which would be Ranger. Yes, the R is highlighted at the end. That's why I accentuated.
It's the Range R Club.
Tim, you're just as good as reading as I am.
Your level of research this episode is outstanding, Tim.
I love the Range
Steve didn't hire us because he thought that we could read good.
No, it's clearly the research.
They're funny idiots. They don't have to read.
We do research.
Look at that throwaway R at the end of Range there.
Range R.
Circled at the end of Range. I'm gonna highlight that. Ranger. Maybe that's my local dialect. 43 bottles in that one.
Oh, 43
bottles. Yeah, 43
and
bottles.
Then if it's a short barrel,
Ranger
right?
program was crowdfunding effort, promising one day you get their own Ranger bottle. Someone's talking about it on here.
Okay, so if they crowdfund it, those people deserve a bottle.
Yeah, the remainder of the barrel was blended. It was never available again. They discontinued the Ranger program, but they'll always be sentimental of the bottle in the small role in helping the distillery get started. So to your point, Wes, it's probably some of the first stuff they're getting moving on.
Did you say they discontinued the Ranger program?
Rangers discontinued?
That's what this.
They are the anti-Maker's Mark.
They put out a new program, the Range R program.
The Range R program, right?
But you know.
The dues are twice as much for the Range R program.
And you only get 4 years.
If you want to be a Range R, you need 4 times as much.
Range R.
Yeah. Well, that's
the last R in big bold font. Yeah.
That can be pretty much danger.
I don't want to end on a note where we're dissing on New Riff, because I really think they're doing fun things, and I love to drink what they're making. So,
God, you're like Jerry Springer at the end of the show. But take care of yourselves and each other.
So, anyways, we love to keep families together.
She got damn Jerry Springer to be at the end there.
We don't want to dog on anyone.
That's fine.
It's almost like the old Price is Right, where he reminds you to spade and neuter your pets.
You want to remind folks to do that, Kathy?
Yep.
Please spay and neuter your pets.
Steve just won a trip to Paris in a new car. Don't forget to spade and neuter your pets, you bastard.
I'm going to go grope the models on the show now. Yeah.
No, I'm groping all the bottles.
The bottles or he said the models.
Oh, I was groping the bottles.
He said the models. Kathy's like, hell yeah, I'm going to grope all the models.
I'm with you, Akeley. Let's go grope these bottles.
No, Kathy.
Hey, New Riff does have that long, slender bottle. So there you go, right there.
There it is.
There it is.
I love your groping face. It's great.
There you go. On that note, it's time to wrap this one up. Kathy, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Steve thought we were about to drink. He thought that was small talk this whole time.
I did. I get lost in the show sometimes. I need a handler.
Gets carried away with the conversation.
Yeah. Well,
it's a show too. Unbelievable.
Kathy, go ahead.
I would like to tell the people they can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength, but I don't post anything, so it's safe.
Yeah, why do they want to find you? I don't know.
Great account.
No. Just because they can. Because they can. You're like Mount Everest.
She's going to start posting her research for the shows on there.
This is what I post on the show.
Research.
Oh, I do my research.
You sound like Buffalo Bill.
The research.
You sound like Buffalo Bill.
Whoever
it was on
Joker.
No, whoever it was on the murder.
Christian Bale Batman.
No, not that. That's not who I mean.
Wait, we're not talking about me anymore. Move
on. Christian Bale Batman. I'm Batman. God damn it.
Steve's about to have a fucking heart attack.
I'm doing the Batman characters. It's not easy.
I meant you sounded like the guy from the Silence of the Lambs movies.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, it's Buffalo Bill, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Steve's like, I'm Christian Bale. No, you don't sound like fucking Christian Bale, Steve. You sound like a fucking murderer.
Steve's like, it's not my fault.
Steve looks like he's in that hallway bathroom.
Jesus Christ.
That's
getting out of the hallway bathroom.
That's Steve's hallway bathroom face right there.
Steve, did you drink today as well? People listen to this show.
Not anymore.
We were ranked in the top 1% for a drink of water there, but clearly not anymore.
Yeah,
this is the end.
Really took that and just
we were ranked in the top 1%.
like,
I'm gonna start wearing one of those Hell's Angels
now.
things that says 1%er.
There you go.
Oh God! All right, Katie, how about you?
Jesus.
What's the point? I don't think anyone's listening.
We only got through one person. For
the one person.
We got through one plug. That's it.
I feel like there's only one person listening to the show now at this point. But for that one person still hanging in with us, you can find me on Instagram at Katie Proof.
Kathy just left the thing she's done. All right, Tim.
If you haven't hit the 30-second fast forward yet to move on to the next show, you can find me on Instagram at SwyGuy2112, on YouTube at our flagship whiskey, and look out for signing up for the new Range R program. And just be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. All right, Wes?
You can find me on Instagram at bourbon_Wes.
Miss Beka Sue.
God.
She thought I was Batman.
Today's
she thought Christian Bale was on here. She thought it was Holyfield.
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly what I thought. You can find me jumping off of a fucking ledge. Sorry. I mean, you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's, and please remember to spay and neuter your animals.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. All of our previous shows. You might find one better than this, so scroll through those. Check it out. abvnetwork.com. Go by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, I would just like to remind the audience to please give us at least a 1-star review. That doesn't include any comments.
Damn you, Bill.
It helps new people stay away from our show, which is pretty important to us, actually. If you like what we're doing, but you want us to, if you want us to stop actually what we're doing, go to our Patreon and donate, and we'll quit. Actually, we'll throw in the towel if you go to our Patreon and sign up.
That's the newest level, just added. Make this crew never come back again.
Make us quit podcasting by going to our Patreon, and we'll fucking stop.
For each month at the $100 tier level, you can choose a person to never appear on this show again.
There you go.
Actually, that is a tier you should have, Steve, since I'm going to backtrack like Katie Joyce did on that other show. You should, that should be a tier on Patreon, is we can wear bracelets and people can track where we're at. Actually, never mind. I'll get murdered.
I don't want people to know what my heartbeat is when I exercise.
Perfect.
Yeah, like because you're exercising, Tim.
Yeah.
I mean, he has all the pillows. He exercises from time to time.
We'll toss it over to Jerry Springer for some final notes.
Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
See ya tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God.
Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing, the ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.